Hey everyone, it's Amy and I'm coming to you again for the 30-day blog challenge. And today I wanted to talk to you kind of about how I got my start in doing photography and starting my business. Just kind of the really beginning stages of things. Forgive me, I have no makeup on because the allergies are just killing my eyes today. So bear with me, maybe you'll get a better video next time. So anyways, I want to start out with kind of just the typical photographer's story. Back when I was a kid, I always remember having a camera, shooting film, the little like slim cameras, taking pictures of my parents, of my sister, the dogs, moving to like disposable film cameras, and then I actually found this and it still has film in it. My Olympus film camera that I got at National Camera Exchange in Minneapolis. This was like, didn't last long because digital came out shortly after, but this was the nicest film camera I ever ended up with at the time. In high school, I spent like my birthday money on an older Nikon Coolpix like DSLR that you couldn't change the lens out of, and played around with that. I have a good friend who's probably watching who remembers playing with that camera. And then in high school, did the black and white class with the old Canon 81s, learned how to use the darkroom, and then also did the same thing in college with an old Nikon that I have still. So I kind of had that background of just the love of the photography, had a little bit of training on composition, and then the basics of camera use, your aperture, your shutter speed, how that all kind of comes into play. But it wasn't until I got married in 2006, and shortly after that, in 2007, spring of 2007, my friend had a Canon, new Canon digital camera, and she was getting married in February, and I was like, let me take some of those pictures for you. And I wasn't her photographer, but I just wanted to get a feel for it and take some pictures. And I think I might have shot it on aperture priority. At the time, I kind of knew a little bit more than auto, and had so much fun with it. So a month later, I found out Sam's Club was having a sale on the Canon 30D. So I became a Canon girl because Sam's Club had the camera on sale with a couple kit lenses. And so I went ahead and bought that and shot my first wedding reception in April with the friend whose wedding I photographed. Her and I went into business together. And then I also shot one ceremony by myself in May without any formal training. And then after that, I got in touch with a local company in Minneapolis who I could second shoot for. They were a large company who had photographers of their own, and then they were basically a wedding planning company, so they offered all the different things for your wedding, and then photographers they contracted out. So I was second shoot for them. I didn't have to do any of the editing of the images. It was just great experience to be able to learn how to interact with the client and not have any pressure afterwards, and learn my equipment as I go. I remember shooting an aperture priority and wondering why this flash wasn't working with the camera and why things weren't working out. But as I was second shooting, I was also learning along the way, and also learning so I could have my own business and have my own clients and be confident in that. So I was reading books. I remember my aha moment when I learned about ISO, and then the Trinity was born, and the ISO and the aperture and shutter speed and how everything works together, and it just brought me to a whole new level. I remember looking a lot on other blogs and also attending a few workshops right off the bat, and just getting to know other people and getting to know different styles and just watching other people and what they do. I started out with the kit lenses. It was I think the lowest aperture they could go down to was like 5.6. Rocked it outside, but the inside was always a little hard. Rented equipment. I bought my first lens. It was a Tamron that could go down to 2.8, and that was my portrait lens, or low lighting, is what I always called it. So I just worked with what I had, and rented if I needed to, rented before I bought so that I knew if I liked the equipment or not. And I rocked it out on Craigslist in the very beginning. Had ads on there that I would post every once in a while. My husband was, we were both in college, so he had a lot of friends that I was able to work with as well. And then second shooting for other photographers. So building on that, built me a good referral base from past clients, referral base from photographers that I had shot with, and ones that I've just started to become friends with as well. So I think the referrals is you're going to be your ultimate way of where you're going to get your best clients, and your most clients is going to be from referrals. So investing in the lives of your past clients, and also paying attention to those friends and networking with the other professionals in the industry that you end up meeting along the way. So that's kind of where I got my start, and things just kind of snowballed from there. And if you have any other questions about it, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.